Here it is, live stream day 4. So Monday afternoon, about 4:45, I've already been to San Francisco and back. So got up pretty early, took an early train from Davis out to San Francisco. So there's this really great commuter train, the Amtrak Capital Corridor, that runs pretty much every hour. And so it's an opportunity for me to get on the train, get some work done so that I don't have to do any driving, which I was actually considering doing because of where my meetings were in San Francisco. Fortunately, my very smart wife talked me out of it and suggested I take the train. I checked the schedule, and it turns out that was a really good decision. So definitely thankful for that. And I also got back to Davis pretty early, so it's even before 5 o'clock, and I'm already back here. So just doing a couple final things to wrap up the day so that I can get on with packing and getting ready for the rest of the week. A couple things that I've been working on today that I'm really excited about and really proud about, frankly. One is sticking to my new publication schedule. So I am starting in 2016 doing more Quora posts. And so I did another one this morning and getting a lot of views on those posts and also getting some more ask to answer. So as you post more on Quora, especially around certain subject areas, then other people that are part of the site can ask you to answer a question. And so it's kind of a good signal that people are reading my stuff when they're asking me to then answer questions that they have related to sales and the sales process. So getting some more of those, a few of those trickling in. I had a couple of leads that I was working on over the weekend that people that come by my LinkedIn profile and simply, sending messages to them saying, hey, I saw you stop by my profile. Your company looks really interesting. Just trying to engage in a conversation, and had a couple of those start to reply back. So those things are really good. Had a really good strategic call with a potential client earlier today over the phone, and then also had 2 meetings in San Francisco with accelerator incubator programs that also I think went pretty well. So all in all, just a really solid day. I was excited when I woke up this morning for some reason. Like I went to bed pretty early last night. It was around 9:15 or so, and then around 3:30 I was up. Like my brain was up and I was ready to go. So rather than try to toss and turn in bed and pretend that I was going to sleep for another 30 minutes, I just got up and did my morning pages, got the day rolling, got on the train, and off I went working on content. Once I got to San Francisco, I like to spend time at the Ferry Building there, which is a place I used to stop every time when I would commute into San Francisco for work a couple days a week. I would always stop there at the Ferry Building in the morning and get some writing done, get some email done before I had to get into the office. And now that I'm not going into San Francisco on a regular basis, that schedule just doesn't work as well for me. My days in San Francisco are typically getting to the city and then getting right to Holt International Business School where I'm teaching, where I teach all day and then I head home. So I don't have the same morning time that I used to have in San Francisco to spend at the Ferry Building. And so this morning I was able to do that and was excited to do it. It was really like a nice, creative, productive place for me. So got some writing done. Then from there over to a meeting, then cross town to another meeting, and in between found a really cool coffee shop in Potrero Hill called Farley's. I spent a little time there. Good empanadas, by the way. Haven't had an empanada in a while. And so that was good. That was a good little find. Really raining hard. So I actually left my umbrella in the car now that I'm back in Davis, but really kind of a wet day in San Francisco. You know what? I didn't even care because I was just kind of rolling along, cruising along, going from meeting to meeting, call to call, and just really had a good day. I just feel really good about the direction things are going. So I'm also excited that I kept the live stream going. So even though it didn't hit right on 12 noon, which is what I've been trying to hit over the last couple of days, here I am into the day, still getting this done and sharing what I'm doing, what I'm learning. One big mistake I made today, which although I'm pretty annoyed with myself that I made this mistake. So I had a call scheduled with a potential client this afternoon, and I got a meeting invite update from the client that was moving it back a day. So from today to tomorrow. And I can't do the call tomorrow. And I just simply, on the meeting invite from the prospective client, it just declined. Just like, I can't do it tomorrow. And then later on I sent a note and just said, oh, sorry, can't do it tomorrow. It's a travel day for me. And the reason I'm annoyed and the reason this is a mistake, 2 things. One is I saw the updated invite in my email a little bit earlier in the day. And I could have really quickly just taken a quick glance at it prior to, 10 minutes before when the call was supposed to happen. Then I saw it was supposedly moved a day. So I actually had some signal earlier in the day that the call was going to be moved. And so what that would have done is given me an opportunity to send a note back to the person and just say, hey, just to confirm, you want to move this to tomorrow. Is that right? So like just that simple communication to acknowledge that, yes, I received your message that you want to move it. And secondly, as opposed to just outright declining the meeting, this is like a total brain freeze on my end. What I should have done is sent that personal note and just said, hey, just wanted to confirm you wanted to move to tomorrow. Because turns out the potential client did not want to move it, and it was some kind of calendar error or something. So we ended up emailing back and forth a little bit after about half an hour after the call was supposed to have happened. And the timing was bad because I was in an Uber getting to the bus to get onto the train. And so the call never happened. And now it has to wait till next year. So had I simply done what I always teach people to do, which is either, be in touch or pick up the phone or just done something more pleasant than just wait until 10 minutes before the meeting and see that it was moved and then decline the meeting, I could have been a lot more proactive and a lot more positive. So I kind of kicked myself because I think that these folks are pretty excited, and I was definitely pretty excited. They were referred to me by a good friend of mine. I do feel like I can help them. And now it's going to be a couple of weeks before I find out and potentially lost some momentum in that conversation. So who knows? Maybe it just wasn't meant to be today. Lesson learned. So that was a big mistake that I made. I think that was big lesson learned is just making sure that I'm doing what I'm suggesting that other people do when I'm teaching about sales and the sales process. So anyway, other than that, I'm not going to let that get me down. It's a lesson learned. I'm just going to move on and really celebrate that the rest of the day went great. I had, like I said, good meetings, good time on the train, got some new content out, really just feeling good about Monday. So I've been up and at 'em and working for like 12 hours now, and I feel great. So the other good news is now it's a little before 5 o'clock. I've pretty much accomplished everything that I had set out to accomplish and then some today. So I'm going to pack up in just a little while and go pick up my son from school and get home and spend a little extra time with him and with my wife that we don't always get on a Monday afternoon. So that's my day. Those are the things that I did, mountains I climbed, lessons that I learned, and stuff that I'm doing. So as always, if you reach this part of the presentation or the recording, thanks for watching this far. And if you didn't make it this far, well, maybe next time. So that's my live stream for the day. Not sure if I'm going to be able to do it tomorrow because it is a travel day for me. I really kind of want to do one tomorrow. I'm a little bit addicted to these things. It's a lot of fun, and I'm getting some really nice feedback from people. It turns out it was a good sales tool for one of the calls that I was on today. The person I was on the other line with was asking about like, hey, where can I learn a little bit more about what you do and how you work? And I said, well, you can go to the website, read about startup selling. You can go to the About page and learn more about why and how I started the company here at Sales Qualia. And you can also go to Right Now and check out the stuff I'm working on. And so he went to that page first while I was on the phone, and he said, wow, this is really cool. I really like this idea. I'm going to steal it. So turns out that, maybe this is a good medium for me to at least help people understand how I work and kind of guy that I am. And, if you're watching this and we haven't ever interacted before and you think I'm your kind of guy, then give me a call. And if you made it this far and you're still watching, you don't think I'm your kind of guy, then I'm not quite sure why you're still watching, but it's okay. You're allowed to do whatever you want. Okay, so that's it. I'm definitely going to sign off now. Thanks for watching. And maybe tomorrow, maybe not. And if not tomorrow, we'll definitely do one on Wednesday. Well, 99.9% sure we'll do one on Wednesday. Okay, I'll catch you then. See ya.